Today we're going to be whipping up these super simple, super adorable Easter Bunny egg cozies. Hi, I'm Elise from the blog LePetitSaintCrochet.com. So if you need any of the materials or you would like to get the free pattern, make sure to check the description box below. So the materials that you're going to need are eggs. You can use regular eggs, hard-boiled eggs, but these are actually wooden eggs because I want to display these, but you could also use plastic Easter eggs, whatever you have on hand. You're obviously going to need some yarn, and I am using a cotton fingering weight yarn. It's also called a 4-ply. You're going to need a 2.5 millimeter crochet hook. You'll also need a yarn needle, a pair of scissors, a stitch marker, and you'll be able to make your ears two different ways. You can make them where they just stand straight up like this, or if you would like them to curve over, you're going to need a pipe cleaner or some type of craft wire. Let's go ahead and get started. I've made my little eggs in 3 different colors. So I have an off-white color, a bright white, and a natural oatmeal color or a tan color, and I'm going to go ahead and make one in this color. We're going to start our project with a magic ring, and if you need any assistance with that, if you're new to the magic ring or you just need a little bit of help, please make sure to check the link in the description box below. So we're going to go ahead and start with a magic ring, and we're going to make 6 single crochet in the magic ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then let's untwist our tail and pull our ring closed. Now we're going to increase in each one of these stitches, and that's going to leave us with 12 stitches total. And it's always tough, the very first one, isn't it? I always like to mark the first stitch in my round. So we need to increase, and that just means to do 2 single crochet in each one of these stitches. Now at this point, I like to do 2 things. I like to go ahead and close that magic ring really good. So I get my tail and I just pull on it really good. And you can see that I no longer have a big hole there. And I also like to go ahead and count my stitches because I'm pretty sure that I should have 12, but I'm gonna make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good. For our next round, we are doing 1 single crochet increase, and we're going to have 18 stitches at the end of this round. So let's go ahead and make sure we have 18 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. For round 3, we are just going to single crochet all the way around these 18 stitches. We are not going to be increasing this round. In this next round, we're going to be doing 2 single crochet increase, and at the end of this round, we'll have 24 stitches. If your little Easter Bunny cozy is starting to curl inside like this, just go ahead and pop it to the right side out. Now our next round is to do 3 single crochet increase, and at the end of this round we will have 30 stitches. Now I'm just going to count again and make sure I have 30 stitches. Now we're at the last increase round and we're going to do 4 single crochet increase, and at the end of this round we're going to have 36 stitches. So for rounds 7, 8, 9, and 10, you're just going to single crochet in each and every one of these stitches. You should have 36 stitches all the way around and just single crochet in each one of them for 4 rounds. At this point, I just want to make sure that it fits my little egg, and it does perfectly. And what you can do is, if you have a bigger egg or a smaller egg, is just adjust how many rounds you do the increasing for. If you had a smaller egg, maybe you would stop at the 3 single crochet increase. And if you had a larger egg, you would go on after the 4 single crochet increase and do a 5 single crochet increase, a 6 single crochet increase, and just keep trying it on your egg and seeing what fits. But now we are done with this one, and we are going to go ahead and we're going to cut our end here. And this is the way that I like to finish off, is take out my stitch marker and just slip stitch to the next stitch. And I feel like it leaves a nice little edge right there, and then we'll weave in our ends in just a little bit, but we're going to go ahead and start with the ears. You have 3 different options for your ears. You have shorter ears, you have a little bit longer ears, and then you have even longer ears with the craft wire. Now I'm going to show you with the longer ears. So if you would rather have straight ears or you want them a little bit shorter, just stop where you like the length. But I'm going to show you with this one, and we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to go ahead and start again with a magic ring, and we're going to do 6 single crochet in the magic ring. And we will pull it closed. Now we're going to do 1 single crochet increase, and then we will end up with 9 stitches in total. Put my stitch marker here. Now you're just going to single crochet in each one of these 9 stitches for 7, 8, 9, 10, or 11 rounds. I'm actually going to do 10 rounds, and as you're working your stitches, just make sure that you're turning your ears right side out, and your right side is the one that's facing you here. I allow the work to curl in for a round or 2, then I will force it the right side out, and a lot of times I just use my little bamboo stick or a pencil eraser to make sure that I can get this small little circle open to the right side out. And I'll show you exactly how I do this. So as you can see, it's wanting to curl in, and all I do is just take my little bamboo stick and I just start pushing it this direction. This just makes it a whole lot easier to get the right side out. And I will keep stitching all the way around for 10 rounds, but you could stop at 7 or you could make it 11. Any length is great. It just depends on how long you want those bunny ears to be. Once you've made your bunny rabbit ear as long as you want, go ahead and take your stitch marker out, and we are going to slip stitch to the first stitch in that round, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to leave a decently long tail so that we can sew these onto the top of our little hat here. We'll pull that through. So go ahead and make 2 little bunny ears, and also go ahead and grab your pipe cleaner if you're going to make your little bunny ears bend. And the way that I do this, I use the bunny ear to measure how long I want this to be. So I'm going to bend it right here because I know that this is now going to fit inside of the ear and I don't want it poking out. And then I'm going to take some just general scissors that I have. These are not for my crafting at all. These are nice dull scissors, and I'm going to cut the pipe cleaner right in half. And then we are going to stick it right inside there like that. And now you are going to be able to bend the little ear any way you want. So now I want you to go ahead and thread your tail from your little ear here. And what we're going to do is get the tail end on one of the sides. And we're just going to fold the bottom in half like this. So I hope you can see that okay, like that. And we're just going to go into the last 2 stitches just right across from them. And don't worry about being too precise. And I'm just going to go back and forth here across the back because I want to secure this little fold. It gives the little ears a little bit of shaping. And it makes them really cute when you put them on the hat. So as you can see, it's got the little fold right there, and we're gonna go ahead and do that for the other ear as well. Okay, so now we are ready to go ahead and sew the little ears onto the hat part. And I just want you to identify where the tail end of your hat is, and your tail is gonna be in the back of our work. So what we're gonna do is we're just going to secure the ear. So we want the little fold to be in front, and we're going to sew it right here. And I just look at my magic ring that we started with, and I'm just gonna go to the little stitch right to the side of it. And I'm just going to go like this, right to the side. And this is not an exact process, so don't get too worried about it. But I just turned my ear so that the fold is in the front. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go towards the side like this. I'm going to secure the ear this way. Then I'm going to go right back down right here and pull it nice and tight. Now I'm just going to come up on the other side of the ear right here. And I'm just going to do the very same thing. I got my little tail stuck here. Okay. I'm going to just use my needle, go to the side of the ear. And then once I'm done with that, I will go right back down. And I just go side to side until I feel that the ear feels really secure on there and I like how it feels. And don't worry if your little fold starts to go away. We can easily just pinch it right back. And just keep doing this. I do this several times on each side just so that everything feels nice and secure. And just don't worry if it's not perfect. It really won't really matter. You won't really see it too much. Now go ahead and grab your second ear, and we're going to do the exact same thing just on the opposite side of your magic ring. The next thing we're going to do is just weave in our ends inside the hat, and this is just going to be a real quick weave in. I'm not super worried about making it totally neat and beautiful because nobody's ever going to see this, and I just want to get it done super, super quickly. So just go ahead, weave in all of these ends, and then we're going to talk about how I weave in the last end, which is at the very back of your hat. What I like to do is make this look a little bit neater back here, and I go into not the stitch that we slip stitched into, but right next to it. Pull that all the way through. And then I come back, not the stitch next to it, but I skip a stitch and go under that one. And then I will go back under the next one to the right. And then I will weave this just a little bit through here, just so that it looks a little bit neater and the edge looks a little less jagged here on the end. There's still going to be a little bit of a bump, and that's okay. The last thing I like to do is just add a little bit of color to the inside of the cheeks, and I like to use these oil pastels, but you can use blush or you could use a crayon, whatever works for you. I find that the blush doesn't work quite as well, but I get a little Q-tip and I actually take some of the extra fuzz off of it. It's not as accurate with all this fuzz here on there. I just take a little bit of that off. There we go. And I get the oil pastel and I just rub it really good on here, just like that. And then I just want to go to the inside of the ears and up. Not all the way to the tip, but just like this, because I think it just adds a little something to have a tiny bit of color. And then I'll do that on the other side. And then I like to just fold the little ears down. How cute. I hope you enjoyed making your very own Easter Bunny egg cozy, and make sure to tag me on Instagram at Le Petit Saint Crochet because I would love to see yours. And if you liked this tutorial, please give me a thumbs up, and if you aren't already subscribed to the channel, please do so. And I hope you all have a wonderful Easter season and that you stay safe out there, and happy stitching.